For a black audience, it was a movie they had never seen before, but always wanted to see, even though they didn't know they always wanted to see it. True original movies are that. They're filling a bill that you didn't know that there was a lack of. Black audiences are very aware that there is a dearth of movies being made from a black perspective. They know that, but they didn't know that this was necessarily what they wanted to see until Jordan Peele made it. It spoke to black audiences loud and clear. And there is a thing with black audiences when a movie feels insidery. It's made for them. And then there's a certain level of laughter going on in the audience that the white members of the audience aren't quite sharing. There's a certain insight that the black audience gets because they know that the movie's hip and they get it and they're talking to them. They're not talking to everybody in the audience. They are being spoken to. And it doesn't happen that often. And so that's a really special thing. So I think definitely that is involved. Why I think white audiences responded to it so much is there's some aspects of that they can get as well. But ultimately, why it crossed over to such a good way, I think it was just the storytelling involved. There is a genuine mystery going on in the case of Get Out. Until somebody ruins it for you and tells you about everything, you really don't know where it's going. The audience knows, okay, there's something weird about this family. There is definitely something weird about those black servants. There's something weird about this whole damn place. But exactly what, you don't know. But now you're really watching, because now you're watching a mystery. Now you're watching for something to clue you in. In the case of Get Out, you felt you were in good hands. Okay, I don't know, but I will know. They know what they're doing. There was a confidence to the movie. Jordan Peele knows exactly what he's doing. And we're just going to have to wait for it. As a storyteller, I think one of the most exciting moments that can happen in a movie theater with a bunch of strangers is when you feel them watching the movie to such a degree, like really paying attention to it, and then something is revealed that clears up a little something. Or, the picture isn't fully done, but now you can see a few of the trees. Now the outline of the barn and the landscape is starting to come into effect. All right. And that is the moment when he goes through the old photos. He made it fresh, and, he just deserves all the props for that in the world, because one, you had what I mean when it comes to that moment that you're waiting for that's so exciting is when the audience does a collective, and you have that moment happen. You have that moment happen in Get Out. Everybody who saw Get Out, who didn't see it on a matinee with only 4 other people in the theater, but if you saw it on the weekends with a lot of people in the movie theater, the audience does a collective, But it's the best kind of collective awe because he doesn't tell you everything. There is still a whole lot more to be known. But now you're getting a sense of where this conspiracy lies. And now you don't quite know that the white girl is, to the degree she is the villain, you don't quite know, but you know there's something shady about her now that you didn't know before. And it's the really seeing the older black maid in the younger guys that you really, okay, this is really effed up.